I'm not convinced by the quality of it. Kalia's elders' intention seems at odds with what we know of the tribe. What do you think? Even in trial can learn to compromise. Not entirely unheard of, I suppose. Those who follow the Sun Shiva eventually saw the constellation of Ishtar. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. God must be strengthened. As they were people who know a thing or two about primates can rely on the science. Yeah, sure. I'll run up our comrades and send them to Ala Mhigo in quarter. You can go on ahead if you like. Take some sweet plants. I agree that it would be prudent to call upon Estrella and Tancred as well. You can never be too careful. I'm not familiar with the Cactuar myself, but I'll say reports that they shun to contact other races. Despise it, in fact, even compared to other Ananta. The disapparent reversal of attitude is the most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation, much less an envoy. I imagine Lise was forced to make some rather hasty arrangements in order to accommodate them. Speaking of which, how should we deploy ourselves? If the meeting is to be held at the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and outside the palace. Fortunately, I can stand guard without. I'll leave the three of you to keep watch over the proceedings in the throne room itself. Understood. We should join General Alden inside then. Do you know the rear entrance to the palace? It's only the eastern edge of the city at the top of the stairs. The guard there should have been instructed to let us pass. With the signs, Alden left orders that you were to be escorted inside if you'll follow me.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Cactuar. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Ala Mhigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there?
Should someone else sit there?
Then let's sit here, in a circle. As equals. And I hope, as friends.
Expertly done. Lys has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenfrid. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kaliana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
Yananta, wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Oh god, of course they were gonna make a summon here.
This can't be happening. No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Damn it. Oh my god. This is pretty hard. Okay, this duty's pretty difficult. You have to be quick at running for deflections. Let's do this. Let's go. Spheres.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
To free you from your hate!
Oh God! Got it.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
going after Elise and Robo. Active time maneuver? Okay. Got it.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Shit. Run. Made it. Oh. That was close.
We did it! We beat her!
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Ala Mhigo. Your choice.
Freaking Lise let Fordola out? Okay. I was not expecting that.
Seven hells. It's her, the butcher.
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
Oh, fuck, that was a near thing. Our stand against Kalia would have been briefed, indeed, had you not volunteered for guard duty. We'd be in trouble as surely our sentries were. You must have planned this far in advance. Security was my responsibility, and I know how dangerous primals can be. I should have. I felt my stupid mistake. Nail, as we were all caught unawares. We will take this as a lesson and make watch our own more carefully in the future. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only trolls in the ranks. Soldiers who first spoke up in favor of Kaliana, keeping their weapons supposed to mind. Primal servant is betrayed by his aura. For me to conduct an investigation, I can identify any others acting under Sri Lakshmi's influence. Thanks, Erstrella. I would appreciate the help. Speaking of help, I almost fell over when Verdola turned up. What was she doing there? I asked her to come. Well, that explains it then. Sadly, Regenfried was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. I don't think Verdola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. She just wanted to fight for her country. If you see the world in which Verdola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, and as an Almegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. You can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance. Or are we sick? We risk giving birth to new generations of skulls. I know it's idealistic, but I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace with each other. I'll hold a 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue in the face, if that's what it takes. It's a long and arduous path you have chosen, well worth walking, rest assured. I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. Thank you, Ulfina. The first step will be to get our representative back in the throne room. They're a little shaken, but not one of them seemed ready to run. We're all determined to finish what we started. I will see that you're not interrupted. Just not in the Shans, or to stand down, get some rest, you've earned it.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens. The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people. It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of my part in all this. But I would gaze upon Girabania's stars one last time before I leave. Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubun Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubun, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Ala Mhigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
Nanamo.
Smile for me, Raubarn. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Ulda.
Tomorrow you will serve Ala Mhigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise, but we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow. No shame in admitting it. The Warrior of Light has put far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest. But I must yield the floor to Raubarn. He has an important announcement to make.
As of yesternight, I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, Father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Yes, the bull of Ala Mhigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So...
Finno's like,
does this mean you're
what?
staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you'll have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Rauban.
Well, that was unexpected. Though you seem distinctly unsurprised. Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Ala Mhigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Just about time I head back to Darago's Reach. What's next for all of you? Still eager to hear of recent events? I still join you if you have new objectives and objections. Welcome to the company. Why don't you come along the Reach as well? You've said your farewells. Alright. Upon completion, the discussor will be able to access the palace rooftops. By speaking to the royal menagerie attendant. Nice. You can get to the palace rooftop now. Anytime you want. That's pretty cool. Speak with Lise at Rago's Reach. Well, here we are again. Finno has regaled me with the thrilling tale of the hidden treasure troves, meeting betrayals and likely alliances and joyous homecomings. It would seem I missed everything. I was patrolling the palace grounds at Tancred near Stola when we heard the report of the primal Matrona. I honestly doubted my own ears. Others have said we are lucky to have our Echo Plus champions nearby in time, but we'll need to keep a closer eye on the Kalia. I could say it again, this whole episode has reminded me just how far apart our kinds still are. It looks like centuries of fear and mistrust really can't be washed away within a day. But someone has to make an effort at a reconciliation if these conflicts are ever going to end. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Violent reprisals will only lead to more summonings. Indeed, violence will never beget violence, as the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. In any case, summoning Lakshmi was Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. We'll just have to watch and wait. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in Vera and M-Traptures. I plan to have the Resistance scouts keep track of the Kalina's movement at all times. I will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the Resistance army? Are out of interest. Are we to prepare for Imperial counterattacks? That would be a question for the Resistance newest recruit, a military commander far more experienced than me. What? The Bull of Ala Mhigo? Call it an army, but the Resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups. When Conrad passed his command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based on Ragnar's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the Resistance spokesman. at a time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But at that time was past. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under the new government, I'll be nominating Neuroban as the overall commander of our forces. He has more experience than the rest of us put together, and we stand to learn a lot from him. Indeed, he is in all respects ideal choice, assuming he accepts the post. Ala Mhigo will have a formidable weapon to its arsenal. And given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. The seeds which we so carefully sowed have begun to quicken, my friends. I like that. We tend to our promises and watch as Ala Mhigo blooms. I do give thanks to the Kami, the makeshift raft that withstood the fear of the seas. But their Jernar city ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we were doomed to look like so much jetsam. Oh, woe betide the poor man in the rich city of merchants. Oh, Yutsuyu. The Yutsuyu is with Gosetsu now. Okay. These dango delicious. Will you have one? More sweetbreads? I started my blade to secure what few coins we have. It's like talking to a child. Why fate saddled me with this burden I shall never know, but I am alive, and I must return to my master's side. Come to you. We shall find a ship to carry us across the Ruby Sea. You heard the reports. First Doma, then Ala Mhigo, and Lord Zenos put to the sword? Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy has merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chest and boast loudly of taking his head regardless. Hey, Lord Zenos lives? Deplorable that our officers should be fooled by yours and misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. Must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these pernicious rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. useless tidings to share with you. It was good timing. I was just about to send word with signs. I've got a lot to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. Suffice to say, we're in good hand. Having the Bull of Ala Mhigo, the helm's done wonders for morale. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. If you two hadn't worked your magic, you'd never have contemplated following his arch. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a peace presence in Raglar's region. You will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. A bit too tirelessly, some might say. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration. I always get up. Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard. And after our latest brush with Lakshmi, speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the colony, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. It's Shanti's daughter. You know, the half-dead one? For whatever reason, the Kalia thought she best candidate, which makes them leaderless, basically. As things stands, there's no prospects of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. But I won't let that stop me. I'll keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze. She's given up on trying to warn it. It may only be the odd grant, but at least she's responding. We'll get through. Is that working out so far? Oh, there you are. What'd you want, Fino? Oh, Fino. Is everything alright? We've received word from Tazaru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest in emergence. More than that, she didn't say, only that we should come to Kogane rather. I had a mind for the two of us to set forth together, but else is determined to make it a part of your tree. As I've told you more than a dozen times, go to your wounds are quite healed. You will benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need an extra pair of hands. Oh no, I've quite given up trying to convince you. Whether we be two or three, we should depart as soon as possible. You will be joining us, I trust. I was about to say I'll come too, but I'll just have to settle for cheering you on from afar. Good luck with whatever it turns out to be. Thank you. Rest assured, should this business prove to be even potential concern to Ala Mhigo, we shall inform you without delay. Let us be off then. Hancock and Aether will await us at the Ruby Bazaar. Well, looks like everything is going well on Ala Mhigo. Next, we're gonna have to get to, we're gonna have to go to Kugane and hopefully solve the problems in Doma. Right. We're gonna have to solve problems in Doma. We'll try to figure that out as well. So see you guys next time on Final Fantasy XIV.